Hello. And welcome to the pet room. I have 3 things on the go here, and they may all, maybe, be kind of able to help each other. We shall see. Oh, what's up? Okay, so what do I have on the go? Well, I'm trying to get these situated in a better way. Here is a 2031 high profile drive. Here, here's a 4040. And, just a second. This only makes sense. And here is a 2031 low profile drive. Maybe I should readjust ever so slightly. And next door is an MSD. Alright, so I have been trying to figure out what is wrong with this 4040 that craps out after it seems to work at the beginning and then something goes weird. And I've been looking at a lot of charts and things and stuff. I have. And you know what? As I look over here, maybe I need to tweak this up just a little wee bit. I've been looking at a lot of things, to talk about a lot of things, and it basically says that if a drive stops writing after a while, as this one tends to do, it could be the 6502. So just a moment. What do we have? Okay, we have a power cord here. All right. So here's my plan. I have swapped. Okay, this thing flashes once and spins, and it says 0 page, and I've looked everywhere. I can't find out what 0 page means. Now, I have already taken all of these chips out, and I put them in the 2031, and everything worked, which is not surprising because it's not telling me that it could be these. It's not. But still, I don't know what 0 page is. Now, I did leave this drive on for some considerable time. And certainly, the RAM chips seem to be getting hotter than I think they should. Anyway, my plan is this. I am going to take the main chips, which consist of 2 6522s and a 6502, out of this 2031, which works just fine. And its board looks remarkably identical to that of 1541, which is not surprising. It just has the IEEE interface on it. There's a disc in there. All right. Hello, Andrew. I am recording. All right. Let's see here. Gently, not to hurt anything. Boy, for chips that came out just not long ago, they're putting up a good fight. All right, so this drive can sit here. Now, there is more to this plan. Okay, 6522 can sit here. 6522 can sit here. 6502, that can sit here. And then these chips out of this other 1541 can go into this 1541. High profile. And now, is this going to make any difference at all? I think it will not. Not one bit. But let's try. So I'm going to turn this on, and it's going to do exactly the same thing. One flash, drive spins. Okay, so it is not the main chips. Now this sucker here, which was fine, but giving me grief because it works and then it doesn't work, I'm going to pop out the 6502 and I'm going to put the 6502 from this drive in here. All right. Is it in? Is it in? And then turn this on. And it does take a chatter. Okay. Doesn't like to close nicely, but it chatters. Now, this cable comes from this pet. At least I think it does. I will turn this on, and it does. All right. I will reach over here. I will grab discs. I will do, except this is in the way. I'll do a catalog. And indeed, it reads. So I'm going to oops, I did not shift the L on deload. Deload. Copy 10 times. Alright, what do I format? Okay, whether or not this is torture, what is drive 1 called now? Drive 1 is called torture. Alright, so away she goes. And we'll see what happens. Now, with this drive here, I might as well turn it off, although, yeah, you know what? It's funny how, and I need to put more messages up online about this. I need to know what is zero page? What is it? What is it? I'm surprised that I can find nothing. Absolutely nothing on this. Alright, so to give me a little more space here. What's going on here? Okay, no. That went way too fast. No. File exists. It's not formatting already. Alright. So it did not format. So AKL quote comma I KL comma D1. Yes. I'm sure I'm sending it away to format. It's going to come up almost immediately and probably say, oh, it sounds like it's reading. But typically what happens is it starts and then it says bad disk. But we'll see. I was about to put this on top of there. I think I will hold off on that. Because what am I going to do? Well, I think this circuit board needs to come out. And I don't know. Oh. Now, in that case, it seems to have formatted it. All right. Let's try to copy D0 to D1. This is peculiar. Anyway, I've never taken this drive apart. Of course, back in the day, we would never think to open it up lest we violate the sacred Commodore warranty. Now, if I am not mistaken, and I could be, there's the power, there's the head connector, there's the connector that comes off of the disk drive, and now I think that's all the screws there are. I mean, it feels awfully secure back here. Well, maybe not. Just a moment. Just a moment here. There are, and I don't know why, I guess they did them because they did them. There are these little plastic goobers that keep the board in place. These little finger things. And I don't know why. Certainly on the 1541 and the 2031 LP, they didn't have these little guys. These little guys, there's one, are used on the pet, like little legs. And they're not a horrid thing. They're just difficult to, because when you get one out, oh, there you go, it's easy enough for them to slip back in, and then you can't get stuff off. And then you gotta go do, okay, what do we do? What do we do? Ah! And we have it. All right, so here is the board from a 2031 high-profile drive, which is essentially half a 4040. So I will look at this. What does this say? Yoon. And it says also at the front here, sample. All right. So there are always many support chips. Many support chips and things. And there are some things here. Well, they look like they've had a little work done at some time, probably from the factory. But anyway, what I'm thinking, because so far, in all that I have done so far on pets and and 4040s, all that I have done is replace RAM chips. That's what I've done. So while I'm here and I have this board quite so handy to take things out, I will remove the chips from the low profile 2031 and put them back in. But do not lose their place. I think I will gently set this upside down on here. Now, as for this, here is the drive mechanism. And it is indeed the same as what would be in the 4040. Okay, what are we doing here? So, did this copy? Good. Oh, well that's funny that it didn't the first time, but it did the second time. I will change the header thing here from torture to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I will change the ID to X, Y. I will type. Oh. Anyway, this drive is identical to the ones in the 4040. And actually, if I wanted to test this ahead of time before getting the board going, oh no, it didn't format. What is going on? That's weird. It formatted. Alright, did I do something wrong in the command? I say header, comma, U1. Didn't do it. Alright. We'll let it drive 0. We will try to load the copy program that goes from drive 1 to drive 0. I don't need to swap those. I'll just run. See what happens. Alright, now in here, there is some evidence of moisture. Oh, I guess I don't need that plugged in at the moment. There's a little bit of, oh, yeah, that's heavy. There's a little bit of rust residue up in there on the case, but everything to do with the drive looks okay. I mean, there's a little dust and stuff, but that's not surprising. So I think, boy, am I running out of space here. The pet room is closing in on me. I'm going to set this on, oh, well, sort of. I'm going to set it on the pile. Oh, yeah. 4040s that are ripped apart. Off. And now, I will put the chips, the 6502, back in the low profile 2031. Alright, it's giving me a little grief. Why? The pins are fine. As always, I try and get it lined up right in the middle. Give it just a little side pressure. Pop it in. So we can get this drive back to the way it was, which hopefully means working. Always watching for the witness mark. But I will tell you something earlier. This is how forgiving these things are. Earlier on, Penny was coming to bug me and talk to me, and then the phone rang and I got distracted. And I swapped some things and put some things into. I couldn't hear if that spun. It didn't spin. Okay, so it seems to be okay. I put some chips back into this drive when it was turned on. I was like, oh no, what have I done? It's all good. So this is copying. Now, this is off. But I don't think I want to put it all back together yet. There's a shield that should go on the top. I have the screws here. I have the other chips from the 2031 here. And I think what I want to do is figure out where I could possibly put this thing. Safely, of course. Because I think I would like this space to do some work on this circuit board. By the way, if you know what 0 page means on 2031 high profile, let me know. Alright, I'm thinking that if I move the top of this 2031 and the shielding off of this pile of 4040s, I can put it all here be fine. Okay, so this going from drive 1 to drive 0 does seem to be working. It does. So on this board here, there are 4 2114 chips. These are the kind of chips I will show you that I have changed in pets and in a 4040. They're right there, the 4 of them. Right. Where's the light? Right there. There's a little chip, and then there's the 4 identical chips. I think what I'm going to do is get my soldering gear and remove them. And how can I test them? Well, same as always, I can take them, put them into the video RAM sockets, which I've now installed in this pet. And if the screen comes up nice, they're good. If the screen comes up bad, they're bad. And I'm still looking for answers on what does 0 page mean? You see, on the big drives, it says it's a 6532. There's no such chip in this. Maybe it's, and there's 2 of them in a 4040 or an 8050 and other things. Maybe it's a 6522 they're talking about, but they're fine. So I'm baffled a little bit. Anyway, I'm going to gather my soldering things and desoldering things and see about getting these out. And you know what? When I was doing this before, there's 4 in a row. It could be 1, it could be all 4. I don't know. So how do I can possibly tell? I can't. But it did seem that the one closest to the port here was getting the hottest. So I'll start with that one. I'll go one at a time down the line and see. And it may be that I do all this and it does absolutely nothing. And I'd rather it not be that way. But if it is, I will continue to ponder, and I will put questions up online saying, what is 0 page? And hopefully I don't get 0 answers. Oh, okay. Screws. Screws for the 2031, which I should probably put in a bag. But where? Alright, I couldn't find my little bags before. I could not. So I went to my secondary size of bags, which would be better for other things. But oh well. They're just little bags. And these are the screws from the 2031 low profile. It was missing 1 from the bottom. And you know what? I suppose what I could do is I could pop these 2 chips, which are back, need to go back in the high profile. I could just pop them in there. Then put the bags over here and look ever so fondly for the Sharpie, which seems to have escaped. There it is. Right. 2031. 2031 LP. Okay. So this is still chugging away. But see, earlier, drive 1 would not format. And after enough torture, drive 0 also was doing strange things. So I will keep torturing. And we'll see. So remember, we've swapped 6502 chips. Let's see if that makes a difference. Drive 1 is still very perplexing. Well, all right. Thanks for coming. Next episode, we will suck the chips, or at least one at a time, to get the chips out of here. And of course, we'll install sockets afterwards. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.